Hi, I'm going to take you for a tour around my studio today. Down here in southwest of France, we're about 50 kilometers from the Spanish border and near the town of Bayonne. And it's a beautiful day here. There we go, we're looking out, that's my garden, and backs onto a forest, which is kind of cool. I think you can probably see a surfboard and a kayak over there. Um, anyway, so I'm going to show you around. It's a real bloody mess, but that's how I tend to work, unfortunately. I always start off with good intentions, cleaning it all up, and then within about 10 minutes, it's a total mess. So, this is the studio. It's a long room. It's a bit over 8 meters, I think, by about 4.5 or something, with lots of natural light that comes in out of these windows along the side, which isn't always a brilliant thing because the light can be a bit too much in the afternoons here, and occasionally I have to put up screens to block it off a little bit. This is the L-shaped table where I do most of my mixing from. So I've got paint sprawled all over the place here, lots of tubes of oil paint. I paint pretty much exclusively in oil paints. Some of my paintings I use acrylic on the first coat just because it dries a lot quicker, but normally speaking, it's oil painting for me. There we go. We've got a bottle of painting medium. That's actually a glazing medium, that one, which I make up myself. Glazing's an integral part of my painting. It gives extra depth to the colours and some interesting effects when used, especially alongside thicker impasto paint, which gives marks and contrast in the different styles. We've got lots of palette knives down there, and a spoon for some reason, God knows why, and more paint, more medium. That's some brush cleaning stuff that I use. If anyone's interested, it's Savon de Marseille, Marseille soap, which once you've cleaned your brushes in turpentine, if you leave it in the Savon de Marseille, which is actually the stuff that goes into a washing machine, the cheapest stuff, it has to be Marseille soap, and it cleans the brushes up beautifully. And we've got a collection of brushes, lots of different ones there, lots of old battered ones as well, which are my favourites. Here we've got a collection of smaller tubes, mostly. They're mostly my favourite paints in this box here. Things like these Senelia paints, which I use fairly sparingly because they're very expensive, near the end of a painting usually, and just sort of adding on to glazes and things. Down here we have a filing cabinet where I keep the paint when I'm being really organised. We've got all the yellows and oranges and reds, greens, blues, and so on and so forth. And then here we've got some canvases that luckily I've managed to stockpile, otherwise I'd have been in trouble, what with the lockdown. And over here we've got more paintbrushes and more canvases and paintings drying. And over on the easel we have a painting which is due to go to a gallery in Portugal. In fact, should have gone already, but because of the circumstances, it's had to wait a while. Hopefully it'll be going off to a new home fairly soon. So, well, thank you very much for taking the time to look at the video with me, and wish you all the best. Stay safe.